I'm Brett Michael Phillips from MIT, and I'm here to share with you the secrets of accessing the quantum field. Or you might say, how to triple your income just by shaking your hands. Now, I'm going to teach you what you need to know through a series of short YouTube videos. And I'm also going to give you a chance to get some free live event experiences with me, because I want you to see for yourself how real and how powerful this work really is. Now, of course, there's more to tripling your income than just randomly thrashing your arms around in space, right? To be more precise, we're going to do it by reconnecting you to what's called the quantum field. And we do that by moving your body in specific and precise ways in conjunction with meditation processes, in particular, brainwave entrainment and synchronization techniques. This allows us to reactivate abilities of the human brain and nervous system that we all had when we were born, but we nearly completely lost them by the time we grew up. Now, the good news is we only nearly lost them. It is possible to reawaken these innate abilities, and there's an enormous number of benefits to doing so. But for now, just know that reconnecting to this field is the fast path to improving your health, to having better relationships, even to doubling or tripling your income, because we are going to make radical changes to your energy, to your presence through this quantum field connection. And I'm going to be revealing how we do this over the course of 7 short YouTube videos. And I know you don't want to miss out. So if you haven't already, go smash the like and the subscribe buttons. Go do it right now. Wreck those buttons. Hit them harder. Hit them harder. Awesome. And thanks. As a reward for you, here's a super cute picture of a baby animal. All right. Now, don't worry. I'm not going to bore you with some long-winded story of everything that ever happened in my life. But you do need to know just a little bit about how this nerdy MIT engineer became one of the world's most accomplished energy workers. You do need to know that I come from the world of engineering, math, and hard science. It was never my intention or my plan to become a world and a leader of meditation, consciousness, energy healing. That kind of happened along the way, all on its own. Because you see, when I left the PhD program in computer science at MIT in the mid-90s, I was truly one of the people that wrote the code that is the foundation of the modern internet. And honestly, I expected to have huge success with my tech startups. But let's just say it didn't work out so well. Back then, I thought for sure I'd be a multimillionaire and be retired by 30. And I'd spend the rest of my days hot tubbing with supermodels on some tropical island. Instead, I had a massive health crisis, and my lifelong best friend and business partner betrayed me and stole the company that I had founded. It left me broke, hopeless, and in terrible chronic pain. After years of failed treatments, I had a surgery that was badly botched. The doctors left me with my right arm completely paralyzed. They put me on total disability with no chance of recovery. And financially, my disability payments didn't even cover my rent. So every month I went deeper in the hole. Eventually, I lost everything and went bankrupt. I was dangerously suicidal. I genuinely believed my life was over. But it was literally the day after I declared bankruptcy, I met my late mentor, Carl, and had my first experience with this quantum field. He had me do these strange movements, and he videotaped me, and he beamed me with what he called quantum field energy. And honestly, at the time, it seemed like a bunch of new age nonsense. I figured, oh my God, I just lost my last $500 to this con man who tricked me into doing this crazy energy session. But the results spoke for themselves. Less than 72 hours after our first session, I had miraculously made over $50,000. I was able to get off disability forever, and I finally was able to start living my life again. Now, it took me a lot of years, a ton of work, and a small fortune to figure out exactly what it was doing and how it worked. But I knew I was onto something. So I took every program and session he offered. It seemed kind of weird, but the deeper I went into this quantum field stuff, the more life turned my way. Within 18 months, I was making way more money than I ever had before. I even found love and started a family long after I thought that ship had sailed. Since then, I've devoted my life to understanding, mastering, and teaching the secrets of this quantum field. And I've created this series of short YouTube videos specifically because I want to share this priceless knowledge with a wider audience. You're going to get an initial series of 7 YouTube videos all about the quantum field. And I know you don't want to miss out. So make sure you go smash that like button. Go pound on that subscribe button right now. Go for it. Go kill those buttons. Awesome. As a reward for that, here's another super cute picture for you. All right. Now, over the course of these videos, we're going to be covering a lot of fascinating and potentially life-changing topics. I'm going to explain to you what are the 3 generations of consciousness technology. Because all this stuff is technology, it really is. I want to explain what the heck is movement feedback holography. How can it make me money? What exactly do I mean by a real spiritual awakening? And more importantly, how is this spiritual understanding going to help me in my life? How is it going to take away my pain, find me love, make me money? I'm also going to explain the difference between metaphysics and spirituality, a critical distinction that most people have no idea exists. I also want to explain how this technology of working with the quantum field is fundamentally different than doing what you might call conventional subconscious work, things like NLP and hypnosis. I also want to share with you the essential elements you need to know to have success with any kind of meditation or prayer or healing or mind power technology. And you notice I use that word technology a lot. I pick that word very carefully because that's what this is. There are many misunderstood, largely undiscovered laws of the universe. And as with any technology, there's a very small number of right ways of using them that deliver good results, and a whole lot of wrong ways that just don't work at all. So if you want to get a head start on making serious upgrades to your life, start by checking out my free spiritual power quiz. It's going to take you maybe 2 minutes, and I want to share with you, help you discover what your hidden spiritual power is. And yes, we all have one. Every single human does. But if you don't know what your spiritual power is or how to use it, you are at a huge disadvantage in life. So to go try it, there's a little link in the description for the video. I'm also going to put it on the screen right for you here. So go through the quiz. It'll take you like 2 minutes, and I'm going to send some detailed results straight to your inbox. Awesome. Now I want to take a minute to explain what exactly am I talking about when I say the quantum field. What exactly is it? So here it is. The quantum field is the essence of life itself. Some call it the divine, or chi, or ki, or prana, or even God. Did you know that the Force from Star Wars was inspired by the quantum field? Now, of course, in the movies, the Force is fictional. I'm not going to be handing out lightsabers at my weekend intensives, though that would be cool, admittedly. And it's unlikely you're going to be pulling a spaceship out of a swamp using nothing but the power of your mind. But the concept of the Force is a great foundation because it is very similar to the quantum field effect in the real world. Because it's this quantum field that contains the power and intelligence that has driven the evolution not only of human civilization and society, but all life. It literally created the fabric of the universe itself. And I grew up fascinated by fantasy and science fiction, and I always kind of hoped maybe it could be real. Maybe regular people like you and me could experience magic and miracles. Not just special people that lived thousands of years ago, but right here, right now for everybody. So if that's you, you're in the right place. The power of this quantum field is absolutely real, but like any technology, it's only going to work for people that are willing to do the work to learn how it works and how to use it. Now, the quantum field is not a physical object. It's a field effect. It's very similar to gravity or electromagnetism. After all, you can't really see gravity with your eyes, but we all experience its effects, right? This quantum field permeates the entire universe, and it contains within it the power to do pretty much anything, but only if you know the secrets on how to harness it. And so the state of our modern quantum field technology is kind of like electricity was in the distant past. For thousands of years, humans knew about electricity. Of course they did. Ancient people weren't stupid. They just didn't understand modern science. Of course, when they touched a rock on a dry winter day, they felt a charge of static electricity. And of course, they saw flashes of light in the sky during a thunderstorm. But those ancient people had no idea exactly how electricity worked, nor more importantly, how to harness it to improve their lives. At least not until the 19th century, when scientific giants like Maxwell, Edison, and Tesla finally cracked the code. Nowadays, electricity technology gives us all sorts of incredible things. We have the internet, smartphones, YouTube, and all these things would seem like magic or miracles to ancient people. So here's how I see it. Right now in the 21st century, most people's understanding of this quantum field is similar to what we knew about electricity maybe 500 years ago. The good news is you already know about this, at least a little bit. You just may have never thought about it, or maybe you gave it a different name. So here's how it works. When we are strongly connected to the quantum field, we call it presence, grace, charisma, luck. Some call it dropping in, being in the zone or in the flow. Here are some examples. Have you ever felt someone look at you from across the room, even though you couldn't see them? That's it. That's an effect of the quantum field. Have you ever been in the zone, maybe during athletics or sex, when your body is moving automatically without any thought or effort? That's it. That's connection to the quantum field. Have you ever had a day where everything just seemed to click and fall into place? Everything just kind of went your way? That's it. That's an effect of the quantum field. Now, to ground this into more real science, one scientific term for quantum field energy is called zero-point energy. And in case you're wondering, okay, Brent, this is neat, but how in the world is this going to help me make money or find love or help me get rid of my pain? Here's a cool science fact for you. Did you know that there is more energy in 1 cubic centimeter of empty space, zero-point energy, than our sun will produce in its entire 10 billion year lifetime? That's right. Phenomenal power. The intelligence in the quantum field literally built all life on Earth out of a bunch of rocks and dust floating around in space. So you think that same power can't help you to heal your pain or give your career a boost or help you find love? Of course it can. Now, there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle of how lucky we are, of why things break our way in life. Some obvious ones are patterns of thinking, how we behave, the programming in the subconscious mind, but also our connection to this quantum field. And I want to focus on all of these elements at some point in these videos. But honestly, I think the place to start is the quantum field. I think it's not only the most important, but the most neglected, the least well understood. So you may be wondering, okay, Brent, this is cool, but how do I know that this is my problem? How do I know I'm lacking a connection to the quantum field? Great. Here's a few questions for you. Are you at least a little bit intelligent, educated, hardworking, accomplished, but life just doesn't seem to go your way? Have you ever wondered, why can't I get to where I want to be in life? Why do these things work for other people but not for me? Have you ever noticed that other people tend to get much of the credit and rewards for your work, your talent, your sacrifice? Are you able to make a living, but you can't make a killing? You can't really get ahead. Do you ever wonder what's wrong with me? Why don't things work out? If you've thought any of those things, you're in the right place. I'm so glad you found me, because you are exactly the kind of person I'm looking for. You are exactly the kind of person I know I can make a big difference with. But before we get into some of the specifics, I need to ask you a simple question that's going to determine whether or not you're going to have success with this. And it's this. Are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to make the sacrifices that are required to change your life, to experience the kind of success and joy you may have only dreamed about? Because here's the truth. This is not some magic wand. It's not some easy, put money into the vending machine, press the button and fix your life. No, you will encounter obstacles. There will be setbacks. There will be sacrifices that have to be made. And if you're skeptical, great. I'm glad you're skeptical. Never believe anything just because someone says it, especially on YouTube. Please be skeptical. There are a lot of hucksters and scammers out there. They will charge you a small fortune and sell you a box of hot air, so be careful. I've been conned and scammed by lots of those people. Keep being skeptical, but also keep an open mind, because so many of the most incredible things in life at first might seem too good to be true. And this quantum field technology is no different. So all I ask is, please be a little skeptical, but also keep an open mind. Give it a shot. See for yourself if this works for you. So next up in this video series, I'm going to be discussing the 3 generations of consciousness technology. You don't want to miss this, because this one video alone will save you thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm going to help you shortcut and avoid a whole bunch of old clunky self-improvement technologies and programs that won't work for you. So if you really want to learn more about how the quantum field works, if you really want to change your life and change your trajectory, there's a couple things you can do right now. First, if you didn't already, go click like, go click subscribe. You don't want to miss out. We got some awesome stuff coming. And go take 2 minutes to do my free spiritual power quiz. You need to know what your spiritual power is. There's a clickable link in the video description, and we'll throw it on the screen for you right here. So there you go. Not only will this quiz help you to discover your hidden spiritual power, But everyone who completes it, I'm going to send detailed results straight to your inbox, along with an invitation to my next free online training session, because I want you to experience this for yourself. And there's a lot of things I just can't do on a recording like YouTube video. This quantum field stuff, to a certain extent, has to be done live. And lastly, I'm so glad you found me. I'm so glad you found this channel, because you are exactly the kind of person I'm trying to reach. This is real, it really works, but you have to work it. It does take time and effort. Don't take my word for it. Try it, give it a shot. See for yourself how real and how powerful this is. So that's all I got for you right now. And I hope to see you again very soon in my next YouTube videos and at one of my upcoming live events. Until then, take care and namaste.